Namaste. Yoga in your bed, part 4. Okay, I could go on and on and on about how to do yoga in bed. But I'm going to keep it simple, because once you start to implement some of these things on your own creativity is going to spark, and you're going to be able to think of all kinds of things. And I will do yoga in the bed in another series later. But the last one that I want to show you is bridge pose. Oftentimes in yoga class, or when you're doing a formal practice on your mat, we'll do the half bridge or the full bridge in a very active way, kind of muscling through it. And sometimes in a restorative class, or maybe just on the days where you need additional support, we may grab a block and place the block up underneath the sacrum to keep our hips elevated, and so we can stay in that pose a little longer. But this particular pose that we're about to do, or I'm about to demonstrate, is good for the thyroid gland. It's good for the spleen, which helps to replenish the blood. It can be calming and become a natural sedative for the mind. And when you're doing it actively, it can strengthen your hamstrings, your ankles, your glutes, your back, because there is a back bend element to this. When you are doing it, whether it's active or passive, it's also said to be good to help to combat hot flashes. So I am now 47 and I'm have been going through perimenopause. And right before I turned 47, it was like a full 10-day stint of time that I was waking up soaking wet. I was having hot flashes come on during the day and in the evening. And I will say, not only has yoga and meditation, that helps with everything, let's just face it, but I've been doing AccuDetox. I talked with a lot of women. They said acupuncture helped them. I've been doing AccuDetox, which is 5 needles through the ear, and it has curbed that for me. So just a little hint, ladies. So let's just do bridge pose. So bridge pose would be, I probably shouldn't block the view here, is where your feet are set somewhat underneath your knees, and you push down through the soles of the feet so that you're firing up your glutes and your hamstrings. Now I'm going to put the pillow up underneath, and you know what? It's kind of smushing underneath me. So I'm going to add a second, because I do want to have, yes, this is better, some elevation. It doesn't have to be as high as you would get actively on your own. And of course, to do the full bridge, you could just slide your legs forward if that's comfortable for the low back. This is also a nice opening for the frontal side of the hips, a nice opening for the belly. And you can just settle in here and breathe. Remembering that the breath bridges the outer realm to the inner realm. The breath being the bridge between the mind and the body, the head and the heart, the body and the soul. So I hope these are great tips for you to incorporate some yoga in bed.